Welcome one and welcome all. Welcome back to the Review Refuse podcast. It's me, Avi, Diavian, whatever you want to call me. Hi. I know I skipped out last week. Last week was a week, guys. Your girl was tired. Your girl was fatigued. I was going through it. This week, however, has flown by, and usually I'm mad when the days go by too fast. But this week, it honestly was just about peace, serenity, ah. So I'm so freaking happy for that. Work, school, my life, everything's going good. Very grateful, very thankful for that. So I couldn't ask for anything more. Shout out to my girl Gracie. It's her birthday today. She's 25. Now my 25, you don't understand? It doesn't hit no more because the majority is 25 now or 25 and older, so it doesn't matter. We're all in our mid 20s. Well, some are in their late 20s actually, but we're in our mid 20s. But you live and you learn. I will say, I think, and before y'all begin on me girl, you ain't even been 25 that long. I just think where I'm going in life, how I feel, where I'm at, my mindset, especially these past couple of weeks have made me realize that I am genuinely happy. I'm finding happiness in myself. And it's going to sound so weird because I thought I was happy, but the way I feel now, and I'm not saying every day I wake up oh my God, rainbows and sunshine and unicorns and no, but I'm okay not having a good day. I'm okay having a great day. I'm good. Your girl is good. Whether I have a bad day or not, I'm still good. It feels nice. And because the only change that has recently gone on in my life is turning 25, I 100% blame it on turning 25. Or not blame it like it's a bad thing. I definitely think it's a good thing. To me, I think it's a good thing. It makes me feel happy and everything like that. I don't hate my body, but I have moments where I don't really love my body. And I took the body that I had many years ago for granted. And I don't want that body back. I'm never going to get that body back. And I was literally telling my mom earlier today, my hips definitely have grown. And I take my measurements and I actually put them in my notes. And I actually, put I don't put the date, but I put the month and year. So when I look at my body measurements from 2022 to 2023 till now, I'm pretty sure I have it faintly written down somewhere, 2025 and 2024. But when I look at those measurements and seeing how my body has grown, I don't hate it. I love my body for who she is, and I'm grateful for it. And I think I'm learning more to cherish it. I tell people I'm a healthy, clean eater, and I am. But when I want to be big, honey, I'm gonna be big. If I want a pizza and wings, I'm gonna eat that pizza and wings. If I want pasta with some bread and then maybe some mozzarella stick, honey, I'm gonna eat it. And I might feel bad later, but at least I'm satisfied. Okay, that's just how it is. But things like that. But I've definitely tried recently in these past couple of days, about to be a week, try to incorporate more, not more healthy stuff, because I am healthy compared to the average American when it comes to the way I eat, but just try to switch it up, broccolis and asparagus. There's more to vegetables, there's more to fruits. And when I say more to fruits, I just bought all my fruits pre-cut because I'm not cutting up all that fruit. No ma'am, no ham. I got me some mangoes. The mangoes were not good on the first day, but something about it the next day, they was hitting. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe she just needs to settle a little bit, marinate a little bit. Marinate in there just a little bit. But no, I think, guys, I just think life is for the living, or however the song went. Because I don't know, there's just this positivity, and people be let me stop lying. I think I'd be how can I find happiness if I don't have a husband, if I don't have a man, if I don't have this, I don't have that? And it's don't hate me. I got God, y'all. I really do. This is not a Christian podcast, but it just shows when you really just take the time to learn, to love yourself, to understand yourself, because it's one thing to say somebody else don't understand you, but do you understand you? And I definitely think last year I went through an awakening, an enlightenment, I'll have you. And I'm still on that path. I recognize stuff. I try to recognize, hey, that was a little mean. Why did you say that? Or, hey, whoa, 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 don't say that. Or, why did you say that, girl? You don't even mean that. Now you're just saying stuff out your ass. Like, you didn't even mean to say that, so why are you saying that? Or, you know you don't want to go, so why are you saying yes? Like, you don't need to find some BS of an excuse. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Don't do it. And don't bend over backwards for everybody, because who's gonna bend over backwards for you? Not everybody in this world is your mother. You know what I mean? Not everybody can have a mother like you. Don't take it for granted. But don't break yourself trying to do something. Where I'm at right now, like with my job, I feel like I don't need this job. And I say that in the sense of like, I am so easily replaceable. There is another me, if not a plethora, out there training, building themselves up, and they will surpass me. There isn't, they will surpass me. And there will be another one after them, and another one, and another one. Some can go the distance, some can't. Some have to, this is my exit. I gotta go, y'all. I'm sorry. I can't continue on the journey, And it's not even that you're sorry. That's just life. Sometimes you're meant to be on this path only for this amount of distance. And then you gotta get off. This is your exit. Exit. No. Immediately. And I think that when people start to understand that, they'll do better for themselves. I hate when people try to force things on you. I am definitely an independent person. You need to tell me what I can and cannot do. In a sense of like, you can't be just random. You can't be a college graduate. Watch me. And like, things like that. You can't have the body that you want. Watch me. You can't live where you want. Watch me. You can't have the dreams you want. Watch me. And dreams change along the way. You do not have to do everything exactly as you picture it. And I'm learning that. This is the enlightenment that I'm talking about. This time last year, I was beating myself up for the fact that I still hadn't received my diploma for college, that people that I went to high school with, they're doing so well for themselves. Here we are, 6 years out of school, and I'm just still beating myself up. Here I am this year around, about to get my diploma, and I'm happy. I'm happy because I did it on my own terms, at my own pace. Some people say an associate shouldn't take that long, and it shouldn't. Okay? I'm not a full-time student. I'm a part-time student. I originally started school back in 2020, in fall semester of 2020. I took 2 years off. I didn't go back to school till fall of 2022. And since fall of 2022, I have done my best to keep up with school. I have only taken one semester off since going back to school in 2022. That was the summer of 23. I didn't take any classes because, well, one, I didn't actually take summer classes before. But I was going through a transition period, so I was just like, we're not going to overwhelm ourselves or do more than what we can handle. We're not going to do that to ourselves. So I didn't take any classes. But from there forward, I continued taking classes, and I took 2 classes a semester. I think I'm doing pretty good for myself. I am not there, or let me not, make this about myself. But you can't, signify like this is what you should have accomplished by the time you were 23. This is where you should be at by the time you're 25. How do you know? My life and your life are 2 different lives. We have 2 different journeys, 2 different paths. I do not know what my future holds, but I know what goals I want to accomplish, the dreams I've set forth for myself. How those dreams come to be about, Dreams change. When people are like, it's my dream, dreams change. I don't dream when I go to sleep, but a girl knows one thing. Dream. They change. Your dream is, you're not going to have the same dream every freaking night. No, it's going to switch up. That's completely normal. And like, that's life. That's what people need to understand. So when I say that, I feel like I'm going through this enlightenment period. I 1000% feel like I'm going through this enlightenment period because last year I was not excited to turn 24, and I love my birthday. I love birthdays in general, and I wasn't excited to turn 24. And I don't want to say like 20 being 24. I hadn't had a year like being 24 in a minute, and I think it made me realize what I want to do, where I want to go, and where I don't want to go. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for everything that happened. Friendships were lost, trust was gained, new love was found. You know, there's just a plethora of things that I went through last year that I'm grateful for. And I'm still learning. I'm only human. This is my first time living, just like it's your first time living. We can't be too hard on each other. So I think to all those people out there who feel like, you know, you're not living up to what you do, everybody goes through an enlightenment. And you can't tell me that I'm wrong. You can't. Everybody goes through an enlightenment. And I feel like this is my enlightenment. And you go through a plethora throughout your lifetime. I genuinely believe that. There was a point in time where, when I was younger, I wanted to do this. And I set myself out to do that. And, you know, the longest, I don't know how to say it, the longest goal that I've had for myself was college. So the fact that we're in the last full week of March and next week starts April, the fact that me achieving my associates is that much more closer, it's very rewarding. It makes me very happy. I knew last year that I was going to turn 25 and I was going to graduate. I turned 25. I'm happy, mashallah. Now I'm going to graduate. And I'm working ever so hard to graduate. Like, when I tell you, I've been on my P's and Q's about my schoolwork. And I was joking with my friend, but now I'm so serious. Like, if somebody just told me, hey, just do the work. Do the work. Don't ever settle for zero. Don't ever feel like, I can't make it, I can't do it, and then you fail. No, if you genuinely do it, you can make it. In the time span of me being in college, I've only ever failed 2 classes. I failed those 2 classes because I was lazy, because I chose not to do it. There was well enough time for me to do my assignments, but I chose not to do it. And I set myself up for failure because I knew what I was walking into and I didn't prepare myself. I knew what I was walking into this semester and I decided to prepare myself. Well, I said, we're going to be at our P's and Q's. I'm taking math and science, guys. Those are the 2 hardest subjects for me, okay? I'm an English and history type of girl, or electives. You know what I mean? Those are the hardest subjects for me. So I knew going into the semester that I had to, like, buckle the freak down. Okay, saddle on up. And you when you really want something, hear me out. When you really and genuinely want something, nothing is going to stand in your way. You are going to achieve it by any means possible. And I say that because I turned 25. I'm about to get my degree. Those were my accomplishments this year. And started at, university to go for my BA. Oh my God. Look at me. I know there's a little Diavion. Many moons ago. Just smiling, happy, living her best life. And I am so grateful because it's like, you smile, girl. You smile. Because one day you shall accomplish everything you want. And it's just a step on the ladder, in the stairs, on like everything that I want to accomplish. And it's not about what you want. It's how you get there. And I gotta say, the times when I used to beat myself up about like not having what I want, yeah, that made me sad, made me feel some type of way. But where I'm at now in life, I feel more ready to take on the day. I should say that. More ready to just tackle everything in between and just be happy. Like, genuinely happy. Who knew school could make somebody happy? Like, don't get me wrong, school is definitely very but I feel good and I look even better, guys. And I'm just so happy about it. It just makes me feel so good. I don't know why I just went on that whole long spiel, but I feel like I have to like break it down, like what it feels like. I know that it's not because I turned 25, but I am 25 and my life is changing. Maybe not drastically, but a lot is happening to and around me, to the people around me, to myself, the environment, everything. There's just so much going on. And I feel like when you're able to stay level minded and keep going and make it, you're solid. If you told me this like 2 years ago, I think I would have fell. I would have cracked under the pressure. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, I work good under pressure, but not as good as I do like now. Now I kind of just take it with like a grain of salt, a very, 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 just like one grain of salt. You know what I mean? And that's like really good. Listen to me eat this kiwi, guys, because it looks so juicy. Let me little ASMR. You like that? Like that? No? Okay, that's all right. Anyways, let's move on with the episode. Thank God I talked for like half the episode because today's episode is very short. I thought we were doing good with TV shows, but now it seems kind of dry, and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. But then the other day, guys, I was just, minding my business, la 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 la, and I saw that season 2 of Daredevil was coming to Disney Plus, and I said, "What?" Season 2 of Daredevil. I genuinely like Daredevil. I think it's really, really good. So crazy because I was talking to one of the guys I work with, and I thought he liked Daredevil, but he didn't. And, he said he likes the comic books. I don't read the comics books. Don't get me wrong. I 1000% probably geek out when it comes to DC Marvel, but I'm not reading no comic books. I've just watched the movies and the TV shows, and if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. I read up on it when I get a chance, but I'm not gonna read like the comic book. The comic book. I'm not reading no comic book. Like, what? But I completely love Daredevil, and what was it? I don't know how it came up, but it was like something like if Daredevil and Batman were to go against each other, who would win? Hands down, Batman. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't even finna. I like Daredevil, but hold on now. Batman is just renowned for just being Batman. Like, you can't tell me otherwise. So it's like, come on now. But I think it's just, something really, 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 really good. When it comes to like Marvel, I think I need to have I need to do an episode breaking down Marvel because there are so many when Marvel TV was doing their little thing. Like, I haven't seen Moonlight, I haven't seen Loki, heard good things about Loki. I mean, would it really be a review? They came out years ago, but I guess it's worth it. WandaVision really set the bar high, and I love WandaVision. And obviously, we know WandaVision led into the multiverse of madness. And I went back to Disney Plus for Agatha All Along, which was phenomenal. I hope they're actually working on another follow up to that because I love Agatha, or let me just say, I do love Agatha, and I loved all the characters in the show, but I love Catherine Hahn. I think she's just so freaking amazing, and it was just announced that she is to play Mother Gothel in the live action of Tangle, which, again, I was telling one of my friends, I don't really care for any of the live action Disney movies, especially the princesses, because I just find it pointless. Like, I just find it pointless. Like, the Little Mermaid, Hallie, I love Hallie, you know what I mean? I loved her before she was the Little Mermaid, and I still like her after the Little Mermaid, but I just feel like it was no point to it. In my head, I'm like, if you really want to make a live action and a black person star in it, make a live action Princess and the Frog. Like, that would be stellar. Now, somebody said they want Coco Jones to play Tiana, and I was just like, oh, Coco's nice. We like Coco. And Coco had her spiel on Disney, guys. Let's give it to somebody else if they were ever to come up with a live action of Princess and the Frog. Thank you. I think they probably don't know how they were incorporated, but the same way they did Lion King, when Lion King was not needed, the same way they should do Princess and the Frog. But Princess and the Frog would be needed. Like, they'll love it. They'll go crazy for it. I love Princess and the Frog. It's definitely one of my comfort movies. I think anything on Disney is honestly a comfort to me. So when I found out that Daredevil was coming back, I was really, really excited. Gotta wait weekly, guys, for these episodes. Stay with me. I'll try to stay with you. or the other way. I'll try to stay with me, and I'll try to stay with you. We just gonna, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. You know what I mean? But a lot. But I rewatched all the Disney princesses movies because at first there was nothing really to watch this past week, which is why I didn't drop an episode, because it's like we got nothing going on for ourselves in the world. We're not getting into pop culture because I really don't want to bring up unnecessary things on my podcast. It's my podcast. I set the narrative, nobody else. So I was just like, we're not even gonna bring it up. Something happened last week that I wanted to talk about, but I don't quite remember. Is that not satisfying? Is that not satisfying? I love kiwis, guys. I don't know why I got this bowl of kiwi next to me while I'm recording, but I picked up some kiwis, guys. There's really nothing to other than Daredevil to discuss this week, but there's not really much to Daredevil. If you haven't seen Daredevil Born Again, I highly recommend that you watch it. It's definitely up there with the Fuse. The first season was really good. I feel like it's been a minute since Daredevil has been on the screen, and it felt like it never left when season 1 dropped, and I was really excited for it. So for season 2 to come out of the woodworks, because I kind of wasn't really like keeping up. Like I kind of keep up with shows like Bridgerton, for case. I kind of, I know a new season coming out. I don't. It's like things like that I keep up with it, but I wasn't really keeping up with Daredevil. But I love Daredevil. Daredevil's a really good show. I don't want to say it's graphic. Would you say it's graphic? I don't want to say it's graphic. I don't know what the rating is for Daredevil, but I love action. Blame my daddy. I love action movies. The bloodier, not the better, but the more just I love it. I'm a sucker for it. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel about it. Speaking of Bridgerton, since I brought it up, they released that season 5 of Bridgerton. It's going to be Francesca's season. And I'm very upset because, 1, I wanted Eloise season. 2, they turned her gay. I have nothing against gay people. I have a problem with society. And this goes into the Disney princesses as well. I have a problem with society when we think we need to change something from the original format. Sometimes change is needed. You need to change things. Like, for instance, a lot of the stories in the Grimm brother tales, they're very dark. So they're made more light and nicer and like the real story, Cinderella and all that stuff. Go look it up on your own time. Things like that. But when it comes to like changing narratives, like, why did we make Michael Michaela? What you gonna do that for? Now you got Francesca and Michaela in secret cahoots or whatever, and it's just like, what we did that for? Then it's kind of like, why we ain't working on Eloise? So now, I ain't gonna hold you, as upset as I am. I'm upset now, but it'll marinate. I hope for season 5, Eloise steps into it more. I think this past season, we saw more mature Eloise from when she first stepped on the screen and was really like hated men and all that stuff. She still very much does, but I hope she realized in an upcoming season how like, I could see how that goes and everything like that. And I hope they don't change who her love interest is supposed to be, because I think it'll be like just like so amazing. But things like that. Disney princesses, in Snow White, the dwarves aren't dwarfs. There's so many dwarfs out there. You couldn't cast dwarfs. Like, what? Hallie. I love Hallie. The Little Mermaid was white. They made her black. First of all, Hallie said when she got in the water with them locks, they were heavy. To the point where she could have broke her neck. You put my girl through too much just for a little harder. Girl, no. Hallie deserves better. Am I going to watch her new movie that I don't know if it's already out or it's about to come out. No. It has, what's his name? The Duke of Hastings. Simon. There we go. In it, but I ain't finna watch it. Here's where my, what's that word? It's not hypocrite, but like my conflicting interest. I don't really like rom-coms. However, you gotta make a rom-com really good. I hate that cheesiness, and I feel like You, Me, and Tuscany is very cheesy, and I'm not with that. But That's all the time that I have for today, guys, because I could go on and 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 on, and we know I could go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So, as always, thank you guys for listening. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment, say hey-o. I say hey-o. Oh, by the way, speaking of Disney, Hannah Montana, the 20th anniversary is now streaming on Disney Plus. Go check it out, guys. It's Hannah Mon freaking Tana. Like, are you? I love Hannah Montana. I had like the little mat or whatever growing up, like where you could like kind of like the dance machines in like the arcades. I had that, but for Hannah Montana, I love Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana's alright. I was definitely one of those people was just like Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus are two different people. Or my bad, Hannah Montana and Miley Stewart are two different people. But I love Hannah Montana, and I'm trying to wrap this up, guys. I really am. But I saw a clip of Miley and Selena, and it just melted my little Disney girl heart because I grew up on Disney, and I remember the episode with Selena and Miley on Hannah Montana. That was nice. And when they had that 3-part crossover with Hannah, Wizards, and Sweet Life on Deck, I love everything about it. So to see them together and they're grown up, it's like so cute. And they're like 20 years, and it's like, no, seriously, 20 years. But like it just makes you a little happy because it's like, what? 20 years? It's like very 20 years. Hold on now. I ain't doing my Hannah Montana came out when I was 5. That sounds inaccurate, but we ain't gonna do the math. As always, thank you guys for listening to me ramble about my newfound enlightenment in life. And like what I think about shows and everything like that. You know, it's so fun to be a part of the Review for Views podcast. Oh, I only created it. You guys, I'm logging off. I'm signing off. I'm done. Happy listening, y'all.